Okay, we are live. Hello, beautiful ones. And hang on. Welcome to those of you who are gonna watch on the replay. Hey, namaste. How are you guys doing? Say hi in the chat. And this is live, like right now. It's 3:30 as I'm filming this. Those of you who are here. And so I like to give just a little time for, YouTube sends out notifications to let people know and all of that. So just say hi in the chat as you come in. Say hello. And we're going to get started in about a minute or two. So let me just check one thing, guys. Let me go actually to YouTube. And just check that everything's coming through. Let's see. And my topic was how to protect yourself from the fear energies. And hold on, you're going to hear me coming in double. Okay, yeah. Good. Yeah, say hi. Say hi as you're dropping in. It's Coach Viv here. And I'm going to go back to StreamYard. So you guys see that? Wait. There it is. That funny thing. Is that a duck? I'm streaming through something called StreamYard. So forgive me, there's a delay. If you put a comment, just know it takes like a minute or two to come through to StreamYard. So yes, here we are, right? We wake up, we go to bed one day and things are one way, and then we wake up and things are very, very different, right? So I wanted to choose this topic, which is, you guys know I always forget my exact title. Okay, so it's how to protect yourself from the fear energies. Actually, I messed up my title because I left out the word from. How to protect yourself from the fear energies. All right, that is the topic. How to protect yourself from the fear energies. I'm going to give you just 3 thoughts on this. And I want to know how you guys are doing. Yeah, how are you doing? More of you are here. Don't be shy. You don't have to reveal personal information. It's okay. Just say hi. Anything you want to share with me, with the community. Again, you don't have to. Don't be shy. That's the main thing. A lot of you guys are. Some of you are. So I want to see some more greetings in there. And yes, hi, Deej. We've got one person daring to say hello. Let me know you're here because, guys, I'm sitting in my space talking to myself on a screen. I see a little green dot, like if I stare into the green dot, which, by the way, is very uncomfortable. So I generally look down as if I'm talking to myself, okay? So welcome, Bliss Babes. Welcome, Wise Women. I call the younger members of my audience Bliss Babes, and the Wise Women, the more mature members of my audience. My channel is aimed at women who want to, who are spiritual, who are high vibration, who want to live their dreams and be of service as well. And so with everything that's going on right now, that's why I came up with this topic of how to protect your mind space. So I'm going to jump in. Hello, we got one more hi. Oh my gosh, brave enough. Hello. Hi there. I might put you up on screen though, so that's kind of cool if you say hi. So your peace of mind, I'm going to go right to the chase. Okay, so your peace of mind is the most important thing. Your peace of mind is the most important thing. So what does that mean? With world events that we have going on now, as I said, you went to sleep one way, the world was a certain way, and then you wake up, and then each morning it seems like things are shifting. Okay, so just know this is normal. It's said in the belief systems that I am most in tune with that we are in what's called the Kali Yuga. And the Kali Yuga, I wasn't even going to mention this, but here we go. Sometimes I'm channeling stuff. The Kali Yuga, so it's not just one religion that says these are like, bad times. Many other religions say that, but they say it's a cycle. So I want to give you that reassurance. And that the Kali Yuga is an age where things are basically out of order. There is disorder. There is disorder. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And so it is at times that are predicted. Many spiritual traditions say that, and we're actually in it. Okay. But as I said, it's not looked at as an end, but as part of a cycle. The same way that, you plant a seed, the seed sprouts, becomes bigger, bigger, becomes like a oak tree or something, or a willow tree, one of my favorite trees, right? And and just blossoms out and reaches its fullness, and then eventually there's a decay, right? It goes back into the earth. So we are in those times. As I said, many religious teachings say that, but as I said, what I follow and what also seems to make sense is that it's cyclical, as everything in nature is. Everything rises and falls, right? So that's the first thing. And that's meant to actually give you some peace of mind. I know it may not. Hi, Dee. Let me greet some folks here. Hello, Emperor S, Hitru Oracle and Tarot. And Halima and Deej are here. And Michaela, hi, Michaela. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know, it takes YouTube a little while. I usually go live on Sundays, but if I'm not live, there's always a video for you. Okay, so do show up on Sundays because something will be happening. So we are in what's called the Kali Yuga, and it lasts a very long time. Okay, but I believe, and there will always be pockets of peace. There'll be pockets of harmony, just normal stuff. Okay, so protect your mind. The peace of mind is the most important thing. I really, really mean that. So I want to tell a story, and if you're new, maybe you haven't heard it. If you've heard it, fine. You're going to hear it again. Okay, so years and years ago, guys, I was having a fight with a boyfriend. We were pretty young. We were both pretty young. And I thought he had done something, which indeed he had. And, he was kind of like flustered. He's trying to defend himself or whatever. And he said this to me. This is what he said. He goes, "Never let anyone disturb your peace of mind, even me." Okay. So you're in the middle of a fight and stops and says, "Never let anyone disturb your peace of mind, even me." And of course, what was my reaction? My reaction was, what an asshole. It really was like, what? You're going to give me philosophy right now? I really resented it at the time. Now, many years later, I say the same to you. It's really profound. So protect your peace of mind at all costs. Don't let anyone, and I mean anyone, no matter how close, don't let them disturb your peace of mind. He was right. And like I said, that's why he said even me, because he was a yogi. We were both really into yoga and sort of yogic principles. And he's like, yeah, don't even let me get to you because it's just not worth it. So guys, let me know what you think about that, because that's really pretty deep. So whether it's your mom or even your children, this kept coming to me earlier. I kept getting, you should say to people, even their children, like, how, it depends on the age of your children, but even when your children, some of you have children and maybe they're teens or they're even adults, and you really have a lot of anxiety about the children, I'm saying protect your peace of mind. So how do you do that? Okay, because this video is not going to be really long. I am going to pull some angel cards. I'm going to pull 3 angel cards. So it's literally going to be like you choose. Okay, so I'm going to keep it really simple, but you guys who watch me regularly know that even the angel cards, which is just one word, is like always right on point for people. Like it's amazing. So I'll do that as a you choose, where my question will be, what do you need to know right now to deal with the world energies? Okay, so I will be doing that. So the first thing I would say to protect your peace of mind, okay, is do anything you can in the 3D. I wrote in the 3D to help. So anything you can do, of course. I'm not, the people, oh, you're in spiritual bypass. This isn't spiritual bypassing. Okay. And, whatever people can think, this isn't, but do whatever you can. So if you want to donate something, if you want to write a senator, if you want to protest, do whatever you feel, because guys, I have viewers from all over. In fact, I think recently I did have somebody from Poland. And so, Poland would be going through a lot right now. So do whatever you feel that you need to do. But again, Can you see how your peace of mind is most important? Because without the peace of mind, you're not going to know what is the right thing to do. You're not going to know what is appropriate to do. You're not going to know what's powerful to do. Okay. So this is why your peace of mind, your calm, your clarity of mind is so important. Okay. So the first step, do anything that you feel called to do to help, right? Whenever there's a crisis or anything. But then the second thing I highly recommend, and this is what saved me, you guys, is set a media limit. Set a media limit. Okay. So what do I mean by that? Like for me right now, what works is to check in with media. And again, whatever media you're following. We all know we're following very different media right now, but check in once a day. That's what I'm trying to do. And so for you, goddesses, in fact, tell me in the chat. I want to really engage you. I want to know what you think. What is your media limit? Is it, morning and evening? Is it once a day? What are you doing in terms of limiting media? Because again, to protect your peace of mind, which I don't know you personally, but I know I want this for you, is for you to have peace of mind, calm, because as I said, we cannot act in the best way possible without it. Okay, so tell me what your media limit is. Are you doing once a day? Are you you don't even know what I'm like talking about that's going on in the world? Let me know in the chat, okay? Hi, Bevlyn. Yeah, let me know. Are you doing anything consciously? Okay, so we've said hi. Now I want to know what you some responses. Okay, so Love Jade, yes, thank you, Love Jade. I've deactivated Facebook and Instagram. Okay, again, this is social media. It's supposed to serve us. You can pull the plug. Absolutely. I think that's very powerful. I find especially Facebook, it can get very contentious and is not conducive, is not supportive of us keeping in that calm, queenly space, actually, because I know a lot of folks love that. The word queen, but it is because it evokes qualities, right? So when you think of a queen doesn't she shouldn't be frantic. Okay. It's not queenly behavior. Okay. I'm laughing because it's like, no, she just doesn't freak out. Okay. So your peace of mind is the most important thing for those just joining. Do anything you can to help. That's the first step. Okay. So we're not spiritually bypassing, and that whatever that can be. Now that may be prayer for you, right? You're not maybe going to send $500 somewhere. Okay. Maybe you can't donate a bunch of stuff, but you can do prayer, or you can go to a vigil or something, Okay. So the second thing, limit your media. As I said, for me, it's once a day. If I do twice a day, I'm starting to really push. I'll be honest with you. I'm starting to really, that starts to stress me. Goddesses, as I said, my channel is aimed at women. Guys, you can be lurking or whatever, but be very wary of what you watch at night. What you watch before you go to sleep is very powerful. So if anything, like I said, my thing is, I'll find out in the morning, and I'm definitely trying really hard to not watch, somebody being bombed or all of this very graphic stuff before you go to sleep, because you will not sleep well. Okay. You will not sleep well. You will not have good peace of mind. So just think about it. Don't just be in the chat, kind of hanging out, half paying attention. Think about what is your media limit? What can you do right now? Okay, so I'm going to put up some of your comments. So Bevlyn says, I check out Instagram once a week. Okay, but Bevlyn, about your, where are you getting your news, or where are you being updated, and how are you working with that? And so, yeah, I'm going to continue. Hello, hello. I'm trying to stay focused on energy because I'm an empath. It's kind of hard. I watch news, though, and pray a lot for people. Yes. So what can you do, though, to limit? Because as you said, and I'm going to get to that exactly. Actually, this is a point to get to it. Many of you watching me are empathic. Okay. Many of us, many humans are empathic. So anything going on in any part of the world, on a very subtle level, you guys, it's like a ripple, and we may not be consciously aware of it. But I even believe that the rise in anxiety in our world, even stuff you don't actively know about, you do not even know about it. Something happened in Congo, something happened in South Africa. And there's a ripple. There's an energetic ripple, as this goddess is saying. So that's why I'm telling you the second advice is to limit your media. So I'd like you right now, so I don't feel like I'm wasting my time, to think about what you will do in terms of limiting it so that you don't upset yourself, okay? For no cause, for no cause. Now, if you're a diplomat or or you're a general and you have some active thing you can do, then please, do. Okay. Yes, I love the idea of queen energy. I'm not getting what it actually means. Regal, peaceful, yeah, you are getting it. I'm not getting what it actually means. Well, yeah, regal, peaceful, centered, self-loving. Yes. I mean, of course, this is the ideal. I'm sure there were some neurotic queens, right? And that could be taken many different ways. A friend of mine I could hear, I could hear him saying, well, that could mean many things. I mean, queen isn't a female leader, right? I'm sure there were some that were neurotic and stressed, of course, but the ideal of the queen as someone who is fully in charge of herself first, yes. And so, yeah, you said it: regal, peaceful, centered, and self-loving. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I'm just going to put up some more stuff. I have the CNN app. It briefs me in notifications what's going on, but I tend not to watch much of it per se. Right. I would be careful with notifications, goddess. I think this is my belief and part of my part number 2 of limit your media. Why don't let them tell you when you need to know something? I really think it's more powerful the other way. When you feel calm, when you feel centered, and welcome if you're just joining, we're talking about how to guard your peace of mind in this environment that we're in now. When you feel calm and centered, that's when you should go look at the media. Don't look at the media. You might be randomly doing something and you're going to see some horrible headline. Okay, so I would recommend not going the notification route. Okay, what do you guys think? The notification route is too random. It puts the outlet in control. I would check at a specific time, away from when you're going to sleep, away from when your subconscious mind is really, really wide open. Okay. So again, avoid negative media at night. Okay. That is really, really, really important. I don't watch local or national news. Okay. But now my thing is, I still want to know what's going on. I could have been perfectly happy these last few days, like completely, like a still lake, just calm. But I do want to know what is happening in the world. So yes, that's the balance I'm talking about. Yeah. And thanks for your comments, guys. I'm horrible with limiting social media. No, that's beautiful. Okay. So she shares that she doesn't take up her phone till she's been up for an hour, but the rest of the day is whenever I'm bored. Yes. Well, goddess, I'm so glad you know that it's when you're bored. I do that too, but not as much. I forgot the crazy number that they're saying we're on our phones. It's 100, and I can't actually believe that's true. So I'm just going to not believe that right now, because that's the reality we live in. I'm just not going to believe that. I don't check my phone as much as most people. And so, goddess, when you're bored, ask yourself, why am I bored? So this is great. This could be a whole other video. Why am I bored? And what could I do that brings me joy? Why are you bored? And I mean that. I really mean that. I'm going to write that word down. I am rarely bored, you guys. And like I said, this could be another video of why are you using social media or your phone to avoid boredom, like just to kind of check that. So the final thing, though, is to actively choose to disconnect. Oh, by doing one practice a day. So goddesses, what are you doing to keep your peace of mind? Because we all are coming in with economic challenges, maybe relationship challenges, maybe health challenges. So now you're adding world challenge onto it. So goddesses, what are you doing to maintain your peace? Not just to now kind of avoid, disengage, disconnect, right? What are you doing to actively cultivate your peace? I want to know in the chat, what are you actually doing? For those of you who are here live and those of you who watch later, do put it in the comments. Okay. I want to know answers to these questions, because again, it tells me where you guys are. It tells me what I should talk about. If I'm like way off base, and I'll be like, okay, well, I don't know, have this audience and I'm over here, or it just tells me where you are. Okay, so be honest in the comments if you're watching the replay, or in the chat if you're live with me right now, which is live. Okay, so what are you doing? Do you have a prayer practice? Do you have a meditation practice? Do you have a practice of walking, in the park by your house? Okay. My last house, which I call Bat House. Okay. Bat House. I don't know if I ever told you the full story. Bats became my totem animal. Okay. And I ended up kind of loving bats, even though they're little ugly creatures. But the thing that saved me was there was a walking path by my house, beautiful, and it went way into the woods. And that is what saved me during the hell that was Bat House. Okay. And I don't blame the bats. I actually blame the landlord. That's very important. I do not blame the bats. You guys know I love animals. Okay. Ameristar. Hi. Hello. Hello. Ameristar86. I curate my social media subscriptions and block, delete, and unsubscribe from what doesn't serve me. Absolutely. Yeah. I can actually feel your energy from how you wrote that you're serious. You're like, yes, we're done. I'm breaking up with you. Okay. Social, I'm breaking up. Goodbye. Keep your followers, your 100,000. I'm not one of them. Absolutely. I love the word also curate, Ameristar. So I like that. I'm actually going to put that like curate. Okay. So to curate means to choose the way that you do in a gallery or a museum. The idea is that you choose what best goes with that collection, what best kind of puts your idea across. So that's beautiful. You curate your social media. Yeah, I really like that. And block and delete. Yep, unsubscribe. It's supposed to serve us. Remember, it's not for the companies, okay? Whatever Facebook is calling itself now. What is Facebook calling itself now? Luna? No. Ethos. Okay, help me out, guys. Facebook has rebranded itself, which is to take you to the next level of complete disconnection from your life. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I spend about a half hour at the beach. Yes, Nancy, absolutely. Consciously, I mean, like literally think about it. Like, what do I want to do that is not just self-loving, but that is centering, right? It's linked together, because a lot of us are working on our self-love. But as I've said, now we have outside anxiety. And I want to talk about that a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to get really deep and a little woo-woo. Thank you, Allison. Meta. Yeah. They're not going to get me in their meta. Okay. Maybe I've got like a toe in it because I have to, because I'm on Facebook a little bit. But yeah, meta. Okay. Which will be an attempt to take you away from reality. So we're going to go matrixy now. Are you guys ready? We're going to go matrixy. I remember the very first Matrix, which obviously was the best one. It was really mind-blowing unless you were already into some of those ideas. So you guys, I do think we are in a sort of a matrix, okay? Wow, it's funny. The light just came, was like hitting my mouth as I went onto that. I believe we are in a matrix. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go a little bit into a rabbit hole here. And again, the topic is how to protect your peace of mind. What I have felt intuitively and what I am called to share with you is that just like in the Matrix, when you watching me now, when you become really fearful, really stressed, really agitated, again, that fear, what I'm saying to you is that you are feeding. There's a way that it's literally like that energy feeds that matrix, feeds the machine. Okay. This is what I have, how do I put it, been shown, intuited. This is what my intuition tells me. Okay. Let me know what you think of that, if this is a new concept to you. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying one person controls it. For example, I don't think Putin lives, is like the one person, or it's only Republicans or only Democrats. But I think there is an energetic basis on the planet now that almost feeds off of, it's like thought forms. It's like thought forms, feeds off of group fear, group panic, group paranoia. And as you can see in our world, that's super, super common right now. And there's a lot of conflict. And I'm saying that's almost like you're providing a battery, just like in the Matrix, when the people were like plugged in and they're running it by that energy. So I'm just really warning you to think about that. Think about that and the implications of that. Okay. And I love it. Folks are telling me still, hey, BB, you're telling me what you do. Uh-huh. Okay. So yes, that is what, and that's why I really had to go live today, is to share that with you, because once you have that sense, you then are like, okay, you know what? It's almost like there's a vacuum, a gigantic energy vacuum that wants to suck you in because you will be fuel for it. And you have to like literally like resist being pulled, resist the pull of the fear, that fear energy entity. I would even almost call it an entity. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I could feel it from how you wrote. I really mean that. Like, people write different things and there's an energy to it, but what you wrote, it was like, yes, she lives this. This is for real, and you're not kind of letting other people get under your skin, in your ear, in your psyche. So yeah, I absolutely could feel that. So goddesses, what do you think about what I shared about not almost, really a matrix, or an energetic entity almost, that is, and other folks who are way more woo woo have said this. I'm not like inventing this, but I'm telling you that I am aware of that as well. So what does that mean? Does that mean you can't be compassionate to the people of Ukraine, or the people of Congo, or the people, in the multiple small wars that are going on, and some of them big that we don't hear about? No, not at all. But what I'm saying, and this is really the highest level, is that you maintain your peace. You maintain your peace. You are centered. And at the same time, you do practices or actions to alleviate the suffering. Okay. I know that sounds like a really big phrase, very serious, but alleviate the suffering would be the phrase. So there is suffering. How can you help alleviate it? And for those of you just joining, and you might be like, oh, I'm fine, I'm happy. As I said before, you feel the ripples even if you are not aware of them. Maybe that's why you need to use CBD, or you're on medication, is because you're feeling those energy ripples, okay, of other parts of the world. You don't have to have family there. You don't have to have a friend there. You don't have to have vacation there. We are all connected, okay, on this planet, and we all do feel this energy. So let me know what you think about what I just shared about, and hi, if you're just joining, about the idea of a fear matrix, that wants to suck us in. Let me know. I'm not going to go on till I get some comments on that. Thanks, Allison. Yeah, because what it is, if any of you have watched, of course we've watched films or like documentaries about World War II, right? And many people are terrified now that we're going into a World War III. My warning is, if enough people start to envision and feel and act like we're going into a World War III, we create that. Our behaviors, our thoughts, our images, all do create. I mean, it distills down to action. So that's why I'm going to review real quick what I shared before I do this reading. Okay. So thank you, Allison. Any others comment on what I just shared in terms of there being like a fear matrix? And some of you are going to watch in the replay, but just keep it in mind. If it's new to you, is this a new concept to you? That's my question. Is this a new concept of a fear matrix, or a fear, almost like a thought picture, almost like a bubble around the earth that is trying to like create like a really dark cloud of this type of negative psychic type of energy? By psychic, I don't mean psychic as an intuitive, but almost like subtle energy of fear, chaos, right? We're coming out of a pandemic, and then boom, here we are. So like, what is that about? Yeah. Yeah. Visions. Yeah. Right. I mean, it says in the Bible, where there is no vision, the people perish. There's something like that about vision or clarity. So if we start really feeding it, that's what I'm talking about. If we start feeding it with fear and with panic, then yes, someone like Putin or others, that gives them fuel. Our emotions, goddess, can give fuel. Again, just like the Matrix, think back on what the Matrix was saying, right? It had human beings literally plugged in to a machine that was running these, interestingly, a fake reality for them. Okay. Now, I know some of you, and there's some people really out there like, oh, everything is fake. No, I mean, you can be in touch with folks who are there or close to there and tell you, no, stuff is actually happening. Now, we'll never know behind the scenes of like what caused it, why at this time was the action taken. These are things that will be very hard to know. So I'm only talking about what we can absolutely know, and that is your peace of mind is the most important thing. Yeah, your peace of mind is the most important thing. Right. And Mildred, that's why I'm talking about, oh, Mildred, I love that image of you. Your hair looks beautiful. Is, again, going over it really briefly, keeping in mind that your peace of mind is the most important thing. That's the first truth. Okay. So once you accept that, do anything that you can that that you've helped. And as I said, that could be prayer. It doesn't have to be that you're sending money, whatever you can do. Then once you've done what you can actually do as an individual being, then go into your own protection. So set a media limit. We talked about that. And then actively choose to do a practice a day, to every day do a practice that is almost like putting a salve, like putting like a bandage on a wound so that it doesn't start to get to you. Okay. Whether that is prayer, whether that is meditation, whether that is chanting a mantra. Let me put up what some of you goddesses say that you're doing. Let me put some of that up because there was some great great feedback. So yeah, I'll put up again. BB said she does a workout to old school music. Okay, prayer. Compliment yourself. Yes, we could do gratitude. Yes, Deej, I completely agree. Where focus goes, energy flows. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Let me see if I can find anything else that folks are saying they do. There's this disconnect going on between people now that makes it easy to turn away from others' pain. Yes. Yeah, that's a really deep comment. Thank you for that. We feel, COVID, hopefully they're not going to ban the video, but they might flag it because some people don't even want to hear that word or whatever. But the pandemic has caused definitely increased sense of disconnection. We see people, we're a little more fearful. For many people, we're more fearful of them, which is human nature, right? We're thinking contagion, disease. That's just human nature. If it was smallpox back in the day and you saw people with spots, you'd be like, you'd run, you'd get the hell away from them. So that's human nature. So we have become more disconnected. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And by an entity, yeah, I'm not gonna, name or it's this or it's only these people, but there's definitely a form or like I said, entity is a good word, but like an energy of this fear, chaos, worry, and stress. And I believe it has a feeding effect for some, okay, for some of those in power. I really appreciate you saying that because everything that's been going around the world has impacted me very deeply, where I fear for the animals. Yeah, absolutely. So what I would do is focus on praying for them, donate $10 to a particular, like if there's a particular animal that you like, whether it was the fires in Australia that was just burning everything down. So do what you can and turn it around. For example, when I have metta, and then I'm going to do a draw, you guys, but when I do metta, metta meditation is loving kindness meditation. That's on this channel. If you go to my homepage and you search METTA, you will find, I think, 1 or 2 meditations where you send loving kindness out to others and to yourself. Okay. Because we're all suffering on some level, as I said, because when somebody suffers, wherever they are, you don't even have to know about it, but it reaches a critical mass where it affects all of us. Okay. All of you are probably very, very empathic, intuitive. So what I'm going to do right now, I came up with this and I think it's a really lovely way to close. I'm going to pull 3 angel cards, okay? And they're just single cards, you guys. My box, I've had this for like 15 years. This has been moved with me so many places. What I'm going to do is ask you now to just pause. And I'm going to choose a card 1, card 2, card 3, okay? So just everybody, just who's with me now, watching this live or in the replay, just take a few deep breaths with me, right? Because I want to calm myself so I can be a clear channel. I'm going to choose 1, 2, 3 different little angel cards. They're one-word cards. And this will be the message for you and how to deal right at this moment with what's happening in the world, okay? So choose now. Choose whether you're going to pick choice 1. And I'm shuffling as I'm talking. I'm shuffling and I don't want them to fall out of the box. I've got the box here and it's open. Okay, so are you going to do choice 1? So let me choose choice 1. Okay. Choice 2. And then the final choice 3. Okay. So put in the chat what you chose. Put in the chat what you chose right now. All right. Don't try to cheat. Put in the chat right now. And you guys, I'm running late for my Reiki to do this. All right. I'm going to get Reiki and I'm really excited about it. It's only my 2nd time getting Reiki. So speaking of that practice you have to do to take care of yourself. So what number did you choose? What number did you choose? Yes. Look for the metta. It's 2 T's. Okay. Ooh, a lot of number 3s. All right. So number 1 angel card is, and again, this is relative to the situation going on now. So number 1 was simplicity. So for those of you who chose choice number 1, bring more simplicity into your life. I find that interesting, right? So how can you simplify your life? Like, again, it seems simple, but think about how profound that could be. So if your life just has too many loose ends, too many commitments, goddess, and things are getting really stressed, let go of something, right? How can you simplify right now? How can you let go of something? Maybe you said that you would do something and you really don't want to do it, goddess. You don't want to do it. Just call them up and say, you know what? I'm realizing that I'm overcommitted. I'm overcommitted right now. I don't think that I can do this. Okay. Or if it's just something you said to yourself, maybe, oh, I was going to work out an hour a day, but you feel really stressed. How can you simplify? So that's the number 1. So that makes so much sense to me because when things get complicated, we get stressed. Okay. So can you see how that message, when we have too much crap on our plate, we try to do too much. We try to get into a very masculine vibe of doing, achieving. Things get complex, complicated. So do the opposite, simplify. Let's go to choice number 2. I don't want to be really late for my Reiki. Okay. All right. Choice number 2 is, yeah, you can't make us up, joy. So those of you who were drawn when I said pick 1, 2, or 3, joy. So right now with everything going on in the world and in the papers and the media that we're seeing, those of you who chose number 2, what can you do that makes you joyful? Can you see how amazing that is? So what can you do? So let me just talk on that a little bit. What would bring you joy? Is it just taking a nice bath tonight? Maybe you have that Kiehl's. Is it Kiehl's or Teal's? That Epsom salt, there's lavender. What can you do that would bring you joy? Is it crocheting? Like my mom loved to crochet. Is it drawing? Is it dancing? You guys know I've been recommending dancing a lot because dancing moves our energy. Dancing moves our energy, and that is very powerful. So those of you who chose number 2, I'm going to look back. Like Halima chose number 2. What can you do to bring joy? Okay, I can't pronounce this name. Wilgil chose number 2. So joy. Bibi said number 2. So yeah, joy. And I'm getting some great comments. Yes, the final one. Let's just see what the final choice was. Again, it makes so much sense. And this was upside down, balance. Those of you who chose choice number 3, what you can do to cope right now is emphasize balance in your life. Emphasize balance. I love this, how they illustrated. So the angel is like, he or she, well, angels, angels are right in the middle, technically. Okay, this angel is like, I just need balance. I'm just going to do this. She's on a balance beam. She, he, they are on a balance beam. So those of you, choice number 3, How can you create balance in your life? Are you overdoing maybe too much media? Are you overdoing being on the phone too much, talking about the problems, right? Maybe it's family problems. What are you overdoing, for those of you with choice 3, that you could come back a little bit this way? Like, maybe, let me just bring balance. I've got to go back in this direction. Okay. So yes. So I'm getting some responses. Thank you for that. Kwana says that yes, balance resonated with me. So again, think about what it means for you, because it could be very different things. For example, maybe for me, you guys, when I get stressed, sometimes I stay up really late watching movies to distract my mind, right? So for me, okay, I need to come back to balance, because then I wake up really late. It just doesn't, the whole day gets messed up because of the previous night. So for me, okay, balance. Okay, I'm going to go to bed by midnight, which actually works for me, you guys, because I'm a night person, rather than 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, right? So for me, how do I make that balance? So yes, choice number 1 again was simplicity in your life to deal with what's happening now. Choice number 2 was joy. What brings you joy, and do more of it. And those of you who chose number 3, it was you need balance. Okay, you need to bring something into balance. So I hope this is helpful. Yeah. Nancy says, yep, simplify. Simplify can be you have too much stuff in your house. You have too much clutter. You're collecting too much stuff. Maybe you need to let that collection go. I don't know where this is coming from. Some of you have collections of things, of tchotchkes, little objects. Maybe you need to let that go and see how you feel. Like maybe you collect some, like a lot of guys collect comic books or action figures. I don't know. I don't know what you personally collect, but simplify. Yes. So that is my message for you. Please, if you're just joining, go back to the beginning where I really shared how to protect your peace of mind. And I'm just looking at my notes that your peace of mind is the most important thing. Okay. So let's just do a really brief meditation here. Yes, Allison. Yeah, Allison. You need balance, right? Again, it's different for every person. Like I said, for me, it's staying up late. That is not balance for me. If I got that card, I'd be like, yeah, I need to, or eating too much sugar, right? Because the sugar kind of feels good in the moment, but kind of destabilizes us. Let's just do a brief practice, goddesses. Let me get my little bell, just really, really brief so we can close together. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Go ahead and close your eyes. And you'd be amazed at how this really short practice is going to recenter you. So if you can, if you're not driving, because maybe you're driving and you have me on your phone, you're just listening. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Sit up nice and tall. And just breathe in. This time, feel that you're breathing in from your feet up to your head. So like you're sweeping the breath through your body. Inhale. Now exhale, feel that you sweep out and release any stress. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And it goes down and down and down and out through your feet, out harmlessly into the ground, into Mother Earth. She can absorb that. So inhale now, energy, light, prana into every cell. I was going to say each cell. Inhale. Hold the breath. Hold it at the top of the breath. Hold it. Now exhale, feel that the breath goes through your body down, sweeping through and releasing any worries out and down into the ground. And then just really relax for a moment. Feel the contact of your body, whether you're sitting, so you feel your butt in contact with the carpet, the chair, whatever, or feel your feet if you're standing up. You might be listening to me in your kitchen. You might even be online somewhere. Just feel your feet. You can do this. No one even will know that you're just becoming aware. You're becoming tuned in again. Feel your feet. Feel that contact with the earth. Feel that you are supported. And so I'm going to close with a very brief metta. Please do this with me. May I be well. May I be happy and peaceful. May I live with ease of heart and mind. May I be free from suffering. And now we're wishing to everyone else. So may all beings, and just try and picture it. Try and picture like you can send out rays of peace around the entire planet. May all beings, whether far or near, okay, just feel that for a moment, whether far or near, in high, middle, or low realms of existence. We're getting everybody, near or far, in high, middle, or low realms of existence, born or unborn, visible to me, visible to the eye, or invisible, right? Captures everything. May all beings without exception be well, happy, peaceful. May all beings be free from suffering. And the last piece that for me really helps is I know I wish to be happy. So say this to yourself, is I know I wish to be happy and wish to live in peace. So I know and I wish for all beings the same. Just to have that compassion that you can generate for yourself and you can generate for others. And when you're ready, stretch your arms up, open your eyes, and relax. Thank you guys so much. We're actually at the peak number here with me. I hope that that 5-minute meditation, as I said, go to my homepage and you could search Metta, METTA. There's a little, on all YouTube channels, it looks like, we would say in Jamaica, like a spyglass. It's like a little magnifying glass. And you click in there any search term. And if you do Metta, you should come up with at least one video. I also have a video called Meditation for Fearful Times, something like that. If you put fear, it should come up. And I made that during COVID. So that also includes a nice longer meditation. Okay. So guys, I'm going to go and get my Reiki session, and please take care of yourself and keep sending love and compassion to others. That is going to come back to you. Trust me, it will, because you never know what was going to happen to you, that by your good actions, that changed the outcome. Okay. So trust me on that. So sending you much love. And please, before you go, Mildred, thank you so much, sweetheart. Oh, and Dee, thank you. My eyes were closed and people were sending me money. I'm like, eyes closed, I open my eyes and thank you guys so much. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Mildred. Thank you so much for appreciating the work that I do. I really appreciate that from you. So yeah. So hopefully take this, keep yourself balanced. Yeah, I'm just so touched. Now I'm all choked up. Do what you can to take care of yourself. If you can't afford a massage, a tip I always give you is a lot of massage schools. They have really low cost massage, or just exchange with a friend or something. Okay. So do take care of yourselves. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye-bye. And I will have my March forecast by Tuesday. Okay. So look out for that. Please come back for that and give the video a thumbs up on your way out. Bye guys. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you, D Walker. Thank you, Mildred. I really appreciate that.